He'll look to throw for it on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And some room to maneuver. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, you block over here.
On play action, Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
26.
On first down, Rodgers. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Crosby is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Cook again.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 39 yards there, a big one. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Flush to his right. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb. A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that play was all about timing between the quarterback and his tight end, because the ball's got to be released with a little bit of float to it so he can run under it. Lays it out there for him. You know what else is involved? Trust that he's going to separate from the defender and have a chance to get the football, and he does exactly that and gets out of bounds with a first.
Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, 39 yards. And the Bills are back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Allen will try to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers again now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Box it, box it, box it. Get 300. Get 300. 150.
Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because that incompletion's on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Caught left side by Cobb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones in the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Again, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
26.
Slot man moves right. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. A check down here to Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Working with a 2nd and 3.
50. 30.
Throwing now is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Melton. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Now receiver in motion left. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. The kick by Crosby is good, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they give the Jones off tackle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it. They've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
50.
Rodgers to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope that the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that